What's up, everyone? It's time. We got Soulblight Gravelords and Ossiarch Bonereapers coming in a little less than 2 weeks. They always do these preview shows, a little bit like it's not quite exactly 2 weeks off because they do these preview shows on Sundays. If you are in, you know, for most of the world, I guess it's not some countries like Japan probably get this on a Monday, super early morning, but most of us get these things on Sunday morning or afternoon, depending on where you are. But yeah, but it's really cool. We've got Ossiarch Bonereapers and Soulblight Gravelords coming. So they will be out. So you're gonna be able to pre-order these on the 8th, which is a Saturday. It's always a Saturday. And then they're going to come out on the 15th. So a little less than 2 weeks from today. So that's really exciting. I've been looking forward to an update for the Soulblight Gravelords. I know some of the Flesh Eater Courts fans are disappointed that it wasn't them, but this isn't a surprise in terms of so a little while ago they removed the Soulblight Gravelords and the Ossiarch Bonereapers battle tomes from the website, so that meant that was what was next. Flesh Eater Courts don't worry, they're not canceled. We're probably getting them either in the summer or in the fall. Hopefully with some a decent refresh, right? Because they need it and they're an awesome book. But for now, we've got Soulblight Gravelords, we've got Ossiarch Bonereapers. If you weren't aware of that, subscribe to my channel because I will keep you updated. I have said it a few different times, and yeah, we didn't know this was coming. So just to go into it now, we have the Ossiarch Bonereapers Battle Tome featured here. Now, they've clearly gotten some really awesome new art that I think is way better than any Ossiarch Bonereapers art I have ever seen. I'm just kidding, guys. This is the Soulblight Gravelords Battle Tome. They put it under Ossiarch Bonereapers. It's a really easy mistake to make, especially as I do this myself. This is kind of what I do for a living. And they have a further challenge. Like, they probably can't name the pictures, the files. Just Soulblight Gravelords Battle Tome, underscore JPEG or whatever, they use for it. Because that way people who look through the code on their website, if they release it ahead of time, they might be able to find it. Like, that's what I'm assuming. I don't need to deal with that kind of thing, but I'm assuming that they can't. It's probably just a bunch of gobbledygook, and they did it in a hurry. So let's all be understanding, and also have fun with it, right? So the Ossiarch Bonereapers Battle Tome is coming. And then we've got, along with it, the Mortison Ossifector. The names are pretty cool for Ossiarch Bonereapers, and I really like this model. He's kind of making like some kind of bone spell out of thin air, or I guess he's sucking it off the ground and forming it into something new, I guess. I'm not sure. He's cool. Really like kind of a classic pose, and we did talk about him after the reveal show. He's really cool. So then they showed off the Bonreapers Vanguard box. So you're going to get, it looks like 20 Mortric Guard. I can't remember. I think this guy's called a Soul Mason down here. The Cavalry and I can't call him. I can't say what I normally call this guy. Yeah, tune in to some of the battle reports, I guess, to find out. I can't even remember his name because I always call him something else. I just don't think I should probably call it in the news. Anyway, this looks like a good, well-rounded battle tome, or excuse me, Vanguard box. I'm quite impressed. I don't know how good these units will be, but you always want Mortric Guard. Like, they're, and I think the Cavalry were also battle line previously, so hopefully they're both good in the new book. But yeah, anyway, we'll see. They are getting War Scroll cards, which not everyone cares about. I really like them for, keeping stats really easily accessed. But yeah, anyway. So then we've got the actual Soulblight Gravelords battle tome featured here, including the new edition. Oh, yeah, and by the way, so you can see the cover art for the new battle tome for Ossiarch Bonereapers in the War Scroll cards here. It is new art. It is cool. Yeah. So yeah, then we've got the Soulblight Gravelords. They do not get new. We did not get new art for this because I don't know. I just keep getting that weird, thing happen. Like I know that Soulblight got a new Battle Tome cover at the end of second, and this is the coolest vampire cover I have literally ever seen. The only problem with it, I find, is that it looks like we're getting some kind of blood dragon model here, and we're not. Spoiler alert, Abarash has not returned. I don't know why they're doing that to me. So then we've got the new model for Ossiarch Bonereapers. She's freaking awesome. Her name is Ivya Volga, and she is just absolutely rad on wheels, rad on wolf legs. I think she's basically perfect. I really like Virkos as a bloodline. It's kind of too bad she's a named character, but what are you gonna do? Very much in the style and characteristic of of the Virkos bloodline. Really loving it. We're also finally getting this funny little goofball here as a separate model. That is good. You could only get it in the old start collecting set for Soulblight, and it was really obnoxious because it was one of the newer models, and we just didn't get to buy it unless you bought like a bunch of other stuff with it. And I don't like the Graveguard, the old Graveguard, so I'm really excited to finally get this guy. And then they showed off the Vanguard box. It's a good box, so it's a box of Skellies. They come in 20s, so that's one box of Skellies. My favorite vampire lord, which is Bat Hair Girl, affectionately called Bat Hair Girl by many of us. She is my favorite vampire model they've probably ever made. I do have her. I'm probably going to cut the bats out, but we'll see. I love the artistic look of her hair other than the bats, and the stance, the weapon, the shield. She is awesome. So then we've got some Blood Knights, which everyone likes. I've heard some rumors about them. I think they're going to be good. And then we've got some Vargeist. Not sure about how I feel about that. They weren't great in the last book, and I don't think they're going to be particularly wonderful in the next one. But hey, they are cool models overall, if a little bit dated. And everything else in here is the new models from the last release, except for them. So then we've got some War Scroll cards. War Scroll cards. I find them very handy. And yeah, so they're coming along with it. We're getting another release of the Soulblight Gravelord dice. I actually really like these dice. Yeah, so that's coming with them. No Bonreapers dice, hey? We didn't see any Bonreapers dice, which I found interesting. Obviously, they've already made the vampire dice, but I find that interesting. And then we're going to skip through some Horus Heresy stuff. And, they do, by the way, they did show off some more, what's it called? Lord of the Rings stuff, including this cool looking Nazgul model. It's not something that I'm into, but they did show off a new book called The Last Volari, I believe it's called. Gary Kloster is the author. I'm interested. Not huge fan of that cover art, if I'm being totally honest, but that's not why I read novels. As it turns out, I do read them for the content inside. And yeah, if you guys read it, let me know. I don't know if I'm going to have time. Is Nisa Volari the one who was in Curse City? Was she like the character that was Bat Hair Girl? Was she the one who was supposed to be the character that was going to release in there, and then they just made her into a generic character? Let me know if I don't remember off the top of my head, and so yeah, I'm gonna pick it up. I might pick up the Audible version just because that way I can paint and edit or do something like that at the same time. But yeah, anyway. And then they've got the Hollow King. Yeah, John French. This came out with Kato Ezeshiar. Um, so it's coming to paperback now. That's cool. I didn't read it. Let me know if you did. I would really like to hear if it was any good. I will pick it up or listen to the audiobook at least if you guys recommend it to me. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's all. I mean, that's a lot, right? Like I say that's everything, but um, that's exciting stuff, I think. I'm really looking forward to both books coming out. OBR, although not doing too bad with the statistics, are, they've been waiting for a long time to get like a functioning book for AOS 3, so I'm really happy for all of those people. And Soulblight Gravelords, I just like them, so I'm happy for myself, you know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about all this stuff. That funny new Ossiarch Bonereapers cover that they showed off. Again, it's a joke. This is April 2nd. I am not messing with you, and neither were they. But anyway, yeah, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you next time.